Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England Campaign, episode the 18th with me, Squawker. And when we left off, we had cleaned out some Egyptians near Cairo, cleaned out some rebels here, there and everywhere. Started to make plans for finishing the Scottish, where we're going to try and do it legally, because I'm nice. Found out that the Holy Roman Empire has been excommunicated for fucking with me, and then the French are also trying to fuck with me. However, I'm now going to play defensively to make sure the French think I'm a golden boy, but at the same time, I do not tolerate being sieged, and I'll be sallying forth at Paris now, for I wish to have that dealt with now. I have amassed a garrison from Cayenne to help me out, and Captain Rufus is bringing...
You are not my liege!
Well, when he finishes complaining about I'm not his liege, but basically he's got troops. I'm not too sure what he has, because any spy I hire here is always 20% useless. Well, no, 200% useless would be a better figure. And, yeah.
Hail my king!
Either way, it's time to put these dismounted feudal knights into a proper test, as they will now be fighting against an actual faction rather than rebels. So, let us sally forth and defend Paris from the French. For it is my rightful territory now, and I may, as revenge, make a move on Angers. But, we'll see. Don't want to be crapping my relation out too quickly now, but still a tempting target. It gives me control of all the territory north of the Seine, if you count that territory there as well. Well, don't count it. Whatever. Either way, I want Angers. It's a tempting target, and I think it's time I made it mine. Either way, let's deal with Captain Rufus first and have a little warm-up against our French foes.
As you will, my king. To battle.
So, Augustina Guildford will lead this attack, and we outnumber Captain Rufus by close to 1,000 men. Strength ratio is 2 to 1 in my favour, for he has brought many armoured sergeants, 2 units of mailed knights, unit peasant crossbows, and some peasants. I believe these dismounted feudal knights will be able to easily tackle them, and our more well-armoured billmen will now be able to definitely go toe-to-toe with them. We've also got plenty of archers for missile support, and they only have 1 unit of friggin' fucking, armoured sergeants. So this should be a battle that goes in my favour, provided we fight cleverly and don't make silly mistakes. So let's move on to the battle map and deal with the French once more.
Honour and glory await England, men! Units, await my orders!
By the way, it is winter, but welcome to the new and improved Paris, by the way. The walls are bigger, the town is really growing now. It's doing very well under my rule, wouldn't you say so? I mean, it's actually just a very nice town. I mean, look, it's got a nice big church, it's got things. It's a good town overall now. It's even got an even bigger torture thing, because we love torture here. Torture, punishment, hanging, gutting, you name it, we do it. Not sure where our market is actually, because we've got a fairground now, I think, actually, but I like this area. It's a good town, Paris, now. Oh wait, there's our fairground. A bit wintered out, but yep. We've been building those. Anyway, the French have deployed over here today. Well, over here. Can't quite see them because of our restricted view lines once more, but what we know is there's going to be armoured sergeants, there's going to be quite a lot of things actually to deal with. So, how I want to do it is I want to get the archers out first, because they can start basically picking away at the enemy. We're going to go into, I think we'll have 2 squads. We're going to have 1 squad of our general archers, who are going to be our militias and peasant archers, and we're going to go with fire arrows just to bring them down. And then the longbowmen will go separately. Now, the longbowmen do have a special ability in that they can plant sharpened stakes in the ground wherever in front of themselves, so we can get them deployed, get the stakes out basically, which are like these things here. They look pretty good, and they will be good for basically deflecting cavalry. So it'll make the, obviously we need to be wary of how we use our longbowmen, but it'll make them a little lower maintenance. And by the way, yes, their new armour does look nice, doesn't it? Let's have a look at our new improved billmen actually quickly, see how they're looking now. When we put them somewhere, like over here, let's have a little look. Oh yeah, they're looking more fearsome now, aren't they? And our new look spears as well. They're looking like armoured sergeants of our own. That is fantastic. So we've got access to much better units now. So we're going to have our weak squad of billmen in one group as well. So these will be our padded ones. They can try and just tangle with a couple of the armoured sergeants or other units. And then the armoured billmen will basically, we'll just basically lump them in. They can tank for damage. Dismounted feudal knights. I want to try and keep you guys to a minimum once more, because I feel like you guys are better on the offensive. But if I have a need of you, I'll summon you out of the city. But I might be able to win this one with just the billmen. Naturally, I will have need of my spears because of the enemy's tendency to use cavalry, and but the mailed knights will travel on their own as a unit of their own, and then Augustine of Guildford will do what I need him to do. Right, let's get out of this city and start dealing with the French once more. So the enemy is most likely going to start pulling back, so this gives us a little bit of time just to get our men into position. So longbowmen start moving out here. Billmen, let's make our squad. So I'm going to have one line here defending the weaker archers, and we've got to get up this hill. Yes, we do, but for now, let the French retreat. I can use this time to build my formation. The armoured billmen will look after the longbowmen. Basically, we're going to have an elite squad and a crap squad. Spears will watch the middle, and then I'm going to have Augustine make his way out now, so he's also just watching over everything. Either way, it's just a case of getting everything out of the city quickly. Luckily, we have nice wide gates, and units don't get too congested here, and especially since we're all going in one way. But I must say, these armoured billmen, well, they're just billmen still, but their better armour does make them look so much more professional now. I am hoping these guys, I mean, they're not going to perform like miles better, but they're going to hold a little bit better now, and probably it's going to make it harder for things like archers to pick them off, because, well, archers will still probably do them a lot of harm, but they'll have a slight reduction in damage thanks to their armour. Anyway, I need those longbowmen to definitely be in range of the enemy so we can attack them. By the way, yes, we could maybe attempt to pick up these things, I don't know. Get a little looping. No, we can just attack the ladders and attack the rams, but I don't want to attack them. So far the French have deployed as far away as they can. They've got the peasant crossbowmen at the front now, so they're just basically being vigilant for their first opportunity to cause us some chaos. They'll probably start opening fire as soon as we crest this hill. That sort of like acting as a minor defensive point, not really, but either way, they're just waiting their turn, so we can wait for now. We can honestly wait. They'll join us very, very soon. No. I think I'll get the mailed knights out and about as well. So mailed knights, do you want to just get here and just be ready to do your usual thing of basically trying to just swim up the flanks and get ready to really harm the enemy? Right, billmen here, you get ready. Longbows, we're not in range yet, but if we get up here, we should be able to start hitting the enemy. So I get you up here, and then have the billmen follow up as well. And start moving up other units as well. So non-armoured billmen, like, let's get you cresting this hill now. Archers, want you at the top of the hill and just opening fire on the enemy now. I mean, we're basically going to have to look at the whites of their eyes, but I think it'll be of interest. And I know while I am presenting a very weak middle, this may play to my advantage, because if they try and basically just pound it, I can close flanks and just basically deal them some more harm. Right, longbows, I want you to start hitting those peasant crossbows. They're coming over to say hello. Haven't had a readout on their armour to see if they're weak or strong yet, but anyway, they're coming over to say hello, so let's barrage them now. First few arrows are going out, and they've just loosed off against us. I'm not going to put the stakes down just yet because I don't really see that as necessary, but not quite sure where they're hitting us. But longbowmen are just doing their part right now, and actually coming forward a little bit foolishly. I think we might be able to just start hitting them. Right, cavalry's on the move, so longbows, cease fire. I want you to put your stakes down in a minute because we've got incoming. Levy spears, I think we need to get you guys in and try and intercept that charge. Longbows, I don't know why we've suddenly lost the ability to plant stakes. I don't know if it's just like the swap about ability, but right, we got hit in the flank there a little bit, and that was very clumsy of me. Right, longbows, get yourselves over there. Knights, come and join this fight, please. Right, billmen here, hold your ground. You've got some armoured sergeants coming in to cause some trouble. You lot, no skirmishing. Start bullying the enemy peasant crossbowmen while you can. Right, knights, pull out of this engagement for now. We've won that one. Let's just bide our time.
Much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, longbows are going to move up and start hitting those armoured sergeants. Billmen, let's reform our formation. Spears, can you try and intercept those guys who are just trying to make a run for it? Billmen and Spears, you've done a very good job there by way of holding the enemy back. Keep it up. Right. Archers, let's start moving our formation forward a little bit because, you know what, I want to start challenging the enemies that are a little further back. Right. You lot, by the way, at the back. Longbows are still very happy to be doing what we're doing there. I guess you only get the stakes when you pre-deploy, I'm guessing. Maybe that's the case with them, but either way, I'm happy to let the longbowmen just do their thing. Spears, pull it back now. We're getting a little too far ahead of ourselves. I know we really do want to be hitting some of those other units, but it's not just quite necessary yet. General, just want you holding that flank down, by the way. Right, archers, start just picking on the mailed knights. Spears, get up here and shore up our middle and just be ready for anything that's coming our way, basically. Right, all archers are now basically at the point where they're just opening fire, so longbowmen can just basically concentrate their fire on stuff like the armoured sergeants. Archers start hitting the peasants and the what we've got. Yeah, hit the actual French peasants as well. Like they're a genuinely amazing target for you lot to hit. Just start picking off anything that's a bit weak, really. Let the longbowmen deal with the tougher targets for now. What we've got incoming here, we've got some more armoured sergeants, but they are really getting smashed up by our arrow barrages now, which is brilliant, really. Might even set fire to that ram by accident at this rate. Right, Billmen are braced up for another charge that's incoming. Right, General, I think we're going to get ready to have you lend a hand, though. I've still got the enemy knights spying on me. Right, you lot, focus fire on the peasant crossbowmen. I don't want to see my own men going up in smoke. Longbowmen, what are we targeting now? Try and pick on anything that's trying to hold back in reserve. Let me Spears lend a hand over here, please. Longbowmen, you're doing fine. Armoured billmen, start moving up. The French are not holding up in their fights right now. And, oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention to my general. He's being hit by the mailed knights. Right, General, I think you can duke it out with him if you wish. You should beat him. At least I'd hope you would.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Right, Billman, you're about to get hit pretty hard, unfortunately, but I'm going to try and get the Levy Spears to lend you a hand. Archers, just keep fighting anything that's in the mix right now. Managed to chase off those knights as well with the general, so well done, Augustine. You did very well there. Right, keep it tight here, lads. We've got them quite nicely held back, so the enemy isn't really pushing too far into our formations. Anything that they do send, they tend to lose most of our engagements. Right, what have we got coming in over here? You two, give them some attention, please. Right, Billmen, unarmoured Billmen, can we reform our formation? Because it's just starting to wander off a little bit, and it's a little concerning. Spears, let's just reform now. I mean, oh god, you guys have gotten way too far out of control now. Get yourselves over here and I'll see what use I can have for you. I haven't really done a lot of the armoured billmen by the way, I know, but they're just useful where they are right now. Armoured billmen, just move up a little forward, please. Knights, let's get you ready because you haven't done anything all battle, and I think it's high time that we got you ready to do something. Right, archers, keep it up. Just keep smashing the enemy centre here. More of them, I mean, we probably burned a lot of them at this point. I mean, they just keep randomly catching fire, so you know, it's like the day of a spontaneous combustion here. Peasant archers, why are you over here? Why are we... Come on. You're probably wearing yourselves out doing that, right? Longbowmen, keep it up. Don't fight the peasant crossmen, just fight the armoured sides. I don't know. Actually, the peasant crossbows are somewhat well armoured, so hit what you can, and you'll probably burn something while you're in there. I mean, you guys know what you're doing, basically. I trust you. You lot, you're just so fucking lonely in the city, aren't you? But I'm not bringing you in, simple as that. I'm preserving you. It's probably getting annoying how much I preserve my feudal knights, but they shall have their days soon. By the way, you lot, let's get you back because the enemy has their eyes on you and they might want to attack you, and I have an idea. Well, we'll learn them. Armoured billmen, let's get ready to engage them. Right, I think they're coming for the engagement, so You lot prepared to take over, and knights. Gonna go for a classic hammer and anvil maneuver here. Archers, focus all fire on this area here. Longbows, you will just keep doing what you're doing here. Right, knights, mop them up. Armoured billmen, you had a very nice engagement there. Just return to defending the archers, please. Peasant archers, by the way, you guys, I'm going to disband at some point because you guys are just getting in my way now.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
General, get a shift on. Looks like we're luring someone, but wait, they're not very interested. Right, leave them for now then, because we might just set fire to them. General, just remain behind my lines for a minute, just for your own safety, please. Right, knights, don't get too far ahead of yourselves. It's always fun to engage the enemy knights, but for now, I'm having all the fun in the world just picking them off with my arrows, and I'd rather it stay that way for a little longer. Right, billmen, over here, please. You lot, keep moving. We've got some armoured sergeants eyeing you up. I don't want you fighting them just yet. Levy spears, just keep guarding our flanks as well. The enemy cavalry might just try and find a way to sneak around us, right? Billmen, prepare yourselves. We've got this enemy so wrapped up. So wrapped up, right? Glorious rain of arrows goes out there. Longbowmen, they're probably still doing their job very diligently, just basically bringing the enemy down, picking them all off. Soon we're going to get even better longbowmen than these ones. I mean, these are the good longbowmen, but soon we're going to get even better longbowmen because, yay. But they're really, I mean, those are some shooting arrows there. They really are going with great speed and ferocity. Right, keep our lines shored up here, and basically, yeah, let's just keep up the status quo now. Keep shooting the enemy down, picking them off. Even if our generals refer to it as a woman's stratagem, it is a smart stratagem. Right, looks like we've got some crossbows coming in to say hello.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Give them a volley, lads.
They have lost half their men.
Where's this volley, longbowmen? We're about to be fired at. Right, here comes a volley. It didn't really hit a lot. Right, that's a little bit annoying because we're going to get hit here. Some of our billmen are getting hit as well as our levy spears. Right, it's alright. Come on, longbow. Oh god, this is... No, these volleys are not doing very well. Right, we need to move something forward to deal with them. Have a unit of mailed knights, bring them down. I'll scare them away at least. I can't just sit here and just let my guys die while I mean, that's going well at least. I mean, we're basically just watching the enemy just get completely wrecked here with just a constant stream of fire, but these crossbowmen need to go down. Right, longbows, focus on something else. Knights, good job there, breaking them up. See that their entire unit gets eliminated this time. Except now we've got these guys mooching around. Right, pull out for the minute, knights, because here come the knights with the awkward horn. Right,
the battle is very much in our favour.
Get some men up
if we
here.
Remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
And again, I don't trust the resilience of the French anyway. I don't think they'll stay in any fight for too long. Right, knights, pull it out, pull it out, pull it out. I'm going to get the billmen to lend you a hand. Armoured billmen, let's move up for another engagement. So we've got armoured sergeants to worry about here, so let's just be ready. But then again, the French are relenting, right? Hold it for now, hold it for now. Longbows, just keep on hitting. Archer militias here, just two of you smashing this unit, one of you smashing this unit. Peasants, you can come back in the engagement if you wish. I was being petty with you earlier, but honestly your range is terrible, so I'm going to basically just try and replace you with archer militia. But then again, I'm not wasting all that money. I've just put on armouring you up. I mean, they have nice armour, they're just crap at their range, that's all. Right, longbows, keep it up now. We're piling on a very sufficient amount of pressure, though. You know what, try and move up a little further so we're not arcing our shots upwards. I'll just be trying, just basically sniping them at this point, but yeah. A lot of dead units here, and I think the French will call it very soon. I think they're going to call a retreat at a very, very near point in the very near future. But longbowmen are just about out of ammo now. I think this is our final volley now. Yeah.
Wait your command.
That's the longbowmen finished. Right, longbowmen, return to the city. You've done a job well done. We'll let the archer militia now just finish off their work, and then we're going to move in for the kill. Done a very good job at wearing down the French so far. They've been absolutely powerless to stop our archer attrition. Well, alright, they have actually had chances to stop it, but they haven't taken advantage of them, so that's their issue. For now, I'm happy to just allow our archers to keep doing what must be done, which is basically, you know, roasting the enemy. I mean, just keep it up, lads. I mean, there we go. Peasant archers have joined in as well. I mean, look, they're even just standing ahead, so like, just let the fires burn for now. Let it burn, baby, burn, burn, baby, burn, burn, burn. It's a disco inferno of some kind, or a French inferno. What kind of music do the French like? I like French music, so yeah. I like Daft Punk, so it's a Daft Punk inferno. Kind of works, I guess. Oh, whatever. Right. Archer militia are now out of ammo, so it's just really down on the peasant archers now, but to be honest, they're not really going to get too many kills. I mean, let's just watch a couple of volleys. Oh, I take it back. That was like 3 people that set on fire. Alright, keep it up. Keep burning them. And they'll just bring their unit down once and for all, I guess. I mean, another good volley will bring them down to maybe 45. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, 41! Alright. Very nearly out of ammo anyway now. And our guys are very tired. But you know what? You lot have maybe done a better job than I give you credit for. If we're all our archers have done very well. Not seeing any XP rises though. Unless the peasant, unless you guys are getting XP, but I can't remember if you had that XP anywhere. Either way, giving it a good go at the end of the day. I mean, wearing down those armoured sergeants, it's less units for my men to fight. I mean, we can even just send in the lesser armoured billmen to finish it off at the end of the day. Right, how many volleys we got left? Maybe about 2 or 3 at this rate. This might be our last volley actually, so let's let this one play out in all its glory. That was a good volley, good volley, good volley, and that volley was actually enough to make the French run away. Right, Knights, sweep it up. They're in retreat. Finish them all off now. They've given up, they're going home. Mainly because I've run out of arrows to throw at them, so they realise, well, I might not be able to do that anymore, but at the same time, I'm going to just bring them all down. Some of them are going to stand and brace, but we're going to get ready for a fight, but I think it's too little too late now. Pretty much any charge I'm going to throw at them is going to break them once and for all, so, yeah. No chances are stood here.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
How many prisoners are we taking by the way? 208. That's too many to let go this time. I think we're going to have to make the risk of annoying the Pope and go for a full-blown ransom here. I'm not going to go for an execution. That's nasty. We'll ransom the enemy this time. We'll be nice. I could use the florins. But then again, I think the French will just not pay it. But, oh well, we'll see. Maybe they are rich. Maybe they're poor. I don't know. Either way, if I get my florins, I remain happy. If I don't, well, the French are about to lose out on a lot of units, I guess, at the end of the day.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good job, men. Top grade job. I mean, look at that. The French lose nearly 1,000. We lose about 200. That's how it's done. That is how it's done. And the Mailed Knights gain some experience. Well done, Mailed Knights. But, oh, I should have looked at how many kills the archers got. Let's just say they got a lot, because they actually did. And now we find ourselves with the opportunity to make 1,277 florins out of the enemy. Mainly by releasing a lot of armoured sergeants, but you know what? I find these guys now takeable, downables, so I will give them the opportunity.
Has the florins, sire. We...
You better not be lying. Thank you very much.
By God's will, we have triumphed!
You get this ransom as well, because I'm not really interested in fighting you anymore, France. My new target is the Holy Roman Empire while they're excommunicated. It has worsened our relationships for some reason, though. I don't even know why. That's like... Look, you're getting your troops back. You just have to pay for them. God. Right. I think I might have to repay this lack of gratitude with an attack on Angers. Not sure what we know about the town, but allegedly the garrison is quite weak, so we might be able to take with Davy, his knights, and, well, we gotta use more than these friggin' dudes, right? 1 turn of recruiting billmen, and then we're moving forward. Simple as that. That's what the ransom will be spent upon. Rams, you need to be preparing yourselves to defend. Captain Alphagar will be with you in a turn. Spend this turn recruiting 2 militia archers as well. And that's our money spent, but you know what? I feel like it has been spent productively. Retrain what we can here, by the way, and I don't think there's really a lot of lobbing up to do here, so I think for now we can leave it be. But I will send those mailed knights back to Cayenne for some retraining because they are a little weakened, and send the other ones back as well. Like Cayenne, can we retrain them? We can next turn because they're always bloody pricey to do. Right, Excelente. That brings us to the end of turn 50 now because there isn't really anything else to do. Well, yeah, 50 turns in already. My, does the time fly? Yes, it bloody does. But then again, I guess turns go quicker in those early stages of games. Soon they'll be long, slow, and many things to do with every turn. But what are we up to? Where are we at? Where must we go? Well, let's have a look and see how England's doing overall after its first 50 turns. London remains the capital city because no one has taken it yet. King Rufus has probably now been our longest reigning monarch, and he's now something of a crusader. And we have 8 generals listening to my commands, 14 regions under my rule, split between 11 cities to 3 castles, something that's becoming a bit unbalanced. Good for the economy, bad for my military. We must look into establishing a castle in the Middle East and among other places as well. Namely, I think we need an extra one in France, but Metz will do that job very fine, as will Angers. And we have now won 38 battles, and we've lost only 3. That is a stunning ratio, and we're going to keep that one up. And the year is now 1178. So, we're definitely heading in the right path towards our victory conditions with 175 turns remaining in this campaign. I think if we carry on at this rate, victory is something that should not be too much of a challenge. But taking Jerusalem is going to be something that's going to start becoming a thing now. But it will mean a campaign against the Egyptians, which for now, we're going to have to bide our time on it. Build ourselves up in our new territories before we make the final strike. In terms of diplomacy, our situation has been better, but it's been up and down a bit. We've had another war with Portugal, but we're back on track with them. The French remain our enemies. The Holy Roman Empire has joined the war against us, but for that they got excommunicated, so I'm going to use this as an opportunity to go on the offensive against them. And actually, you know what? Let's just rub the salt in the wound and have Shilham start moving towards Holy Roman cities. Just start pissing them off. Actually, the Holy Roman Empire has been so shitty. It's actually allied with Egypt. So I think that's one reason why the Pope's a bit miffed. So yeah, we're fighting 3 factions. We're fighting Egypt as well. But yeah, that's Egypt for you. But yeah, the Holy Roman Empire, they're actually doing pretty bad. I mean, they may be considered reliable, but we've got terrible relations with them. And France, yeah. No one really knows what to think of France, but I am a little wary of Portugal as well. They keep trying it on with us, and I worry at some point that they may actually try it on a little further than they should. In terms of a Pope, by the way, we still remain one of the highest standing factions ever since winning our crusade. Denmark is the only faction to be beating us, but you know what, I'm still happy with where we're at. I mean, let's face it, it's a far cry from where we were at on turn 40, where the Pope didn't like me a lot. The family tree continues to grow quite nicely. Rufus still sits on the throne, and Edmund is heir to the throne, but he's getting on in age now. He's already reached 42, and Rufus has only hit 50, so my god, there's only 8 years in between these guys. Love me neck. But yeah, how was the wife by her face? Alright, that's one that's actually sensible and not like weird. But yeah, I've got a lot of little girls being raised by the way. Hopefully one of these will become a princess I can use for my purposes. But yeah, many people have joined. A couple of people have left us. We lost King William. We lost Edward Canmore, but I don't care about him. And Robert. Actually, yeah, it's just Robert and William we lost. I don't give a shit about Robert Canmore because I can't remember who he was. So yeah, that's working out quite nice in our family tree. Faction rankings, as you can see, going up, up, up and up. Faction rankings. Ooh, who's this big fella at the top now? And in terms of living faction, well, no one's died yet, but yeah, top 5 factions. England is now number 1. The Holy Roman Empire is number 2, but going on a bit of a sharp spike down. Sicily sits in 3rd, even if they are on decline. Hungary, I think that is Hungary, sits in 4th. And I assume this is Denmark. Who the hell is number 5 here? Oh wait, that's Sicily there. I guess the white one was Poland then. Yeah, this is Poland. So Poland's actually in 3rd. Hungary sits in 4th. Sicily sits in 5th. There we go. That's a bit more accurate, isn't it? And a College of Cardinals. Yeah, we still have Aston in there, but he's actually now a Preferati, so that's pretty nice. But his life isn't infinite, and I don't know when Pope Guido is going to die, since he's the new guy in town. I mean, he might die soon, but to be honest, he might last for a while. So while it's cool that I have a Preferati, I would like to have an additional Cardinal sitting in now, since Venice seems to get them all, as does Sicily. I do have many priests preaching, and I mean, I have 2 preaching in the Holy Land, or I will have 2 preaching in the Holy Land. Is that priest coming along? Oh wait, he's going to be next turn, right? Next turn we're going to get a priest in Cairo. So hopefully those priests will soon find themselves becoming cardinals for their abilities to preach everywhere. And yeah, that's about it really. I'm happy with where we're at. Finances, we're still up and down, but to be honest, we are still profiting quite nicely. So we may start the next turn with a very healthy treasury. And to be honest, our economy has been increasing. The amount of cities we have will give us a strong base. The Council of Nobles still wishes me to blockade Bordeaux. However, it's actually now a mission I'm not very interested in because Portugal's just pissing around here. And while the Danish seem to have my back, I'm just not. It's not that I can't be bothered, but the Pope always seems to get really pissed off whenever I blockade Bordeaux, as does Portugal. So I think this time I might just not do it. But yeah, 50 turns. We're doing well. We're doing strong. Let's keep going. And, well, let us keep going on to turn 51. And by the way, yes, Scotland does suck. I'm having my diplomat soon ending this relationship once and for all. Because I want to do it legally. Because I don't think they're even recruiting anything in Edinburgh. No, they're not. I don't even know honestly, I think I'm convinced about the Scottish must have like a minus number in their treasury at this point. Like, seriously, I mean, we've got a marriage alliance. Hooray, but yeah, don't know. I wish there was a button where you could get like better things. Actually, I remember apparently you could rename your faction in this game, but I guess maybe you can't do. Maybe it's something you do in the expansion packs. But apparently you could actually do that. You could rename your faction. But anyway, that was a random thought. Let's move on to the next turn for real now and observe our enemies. Mainly, let's see where Captain Francis is going to go. Is he going to attack us or will he run away? And also, yeah, will this guy attack us or will he run away? I don't know. Only one way to find out. It's by hitting this little old hourglass here. So apparently theology is just becoming even better, bigger and better in Cairo. We can now build the Master Theologians Guild, which is the true centre of spiritual exploration, and here are enough learned scholars that have explored a diversity of texts and gathered in one place to understand the nature of the spirit and the holy road, or word, to make it a place on the map for any seeking religious enlightenment. This enlightenment, yeah, you know what, I want it. Upgrade the guild. Let's keep making Cairo bigger and better, and get that priest done this turn. And don't auto-management my stuff, please. I want that priest done. Right. Cool. So yeah, the Captain Ali guy, he's just trying to avoid us, and the French didn't attack us, did they? No, they've wandered off. Not surprising. Captain Blanchet's in the area though.
Come and fight me, you coward!
Not very interested in him, if I'm honest. Captain Alfgeir, though, do you want to just move into Ram anyway?
Yes,
because make it your pit stop, because we're going to prepare to move out on Metz. Right, path block by the way. Lawrence Bedell, what's blocking your path? A random Polish person, right? Well,
approaching their dignitary,
that shouldn't be blocking
sire.
you. Just keep moving. There we go. Right, and oh look, there's a Portuguese diplomat there. I wonder if he's off to go and lie to someone. And who else has blocked? Aston, right? No one's in his way though, so Aston, just keep moving, please.
Continuing once I have rested.
Continue your preaching and
spent,
stuff
sire.
and blah 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 blah.
I shall continue tomorrow.
End of turn report, by the way. Look at that. We're #1 in so many things right now. We are just so good because we are the strongest faction. We are the most advanced faction. And we also have people called Mabilla of Guildford being born into a family, and Cardinal promoted, and it was a Spanish one. Come on. Structure report, by the way. London's upgraded its walls. Nottingham has established a shipwright. York is now an even bigger castle. Reims has a leather tanner. Antwerp's some dirt roads, and it's also repaired its walls. Right. York. By the way, our spy was caught out in Edinburgh, but I don't think it's actually done anything bad with us. Like, I think they actually just don't care. Like, yeah.
Strength and honor, noble friend.
Scotland just literally doesn't give a shit. Right. Spy,
Where to,
back
sire?
in the city with you. Keep watching them.
From the shadows, sire.
Had to see if we managed to make that work for us. Ooh, they've got a merchant's guild, by the way. What's that? Ooh, a great market as well. I want that. Right, so yeah, by the way, Alfred is now adept at his job, so well done, Alfred. And recruitment report, by the way, Cayenne has recruited us 3 new billmen, Reims, some new archer militia, and that's about it. Right, got a little bit of money to play with, and I've got a town I want to take. We're going to make a move on Angiers today, because I have dictated it so.
Hail, my king.
Because papal relations are dropping anyway, and to be honest, if we can just make a quick and cheeky grab, that makes me happy. We'll just take a little bit more French territory, and then I'm going to start helping myself to great swaths of Holy Roman territory. So, Davy,
Sire.
take 3 billmen,
My lord.
a knight, and a longbowman, and bring 2 armoured peasant archers if you wish, and proceed to attack the French fortress of
You
Angiers.
command, my liege.
Just watch, it's all going to go so wrong when it turns out the garrison is actually huge. Oh, wait, it isn't, because it's France. We'll be in and out in 2 turns, because we've got to build the siege equipment as well. Since spies don't open gates for me, because I can't recruit spies, because spies are fucking
Laying
useless.
siege, noble sire.
Right, prepare 3 siege towers, and await further orders, but then again, shall I bring a rammers back up? We should just really start building artillery so we don't have to worry about this shit. Now, do 2 siege towers, because it's going to take you 2 turns to build. Oh, what? Oh my god, you're slow, aren't you? Right, ladders. Ladder it up, my lad. 3 ladders will do us just fine. Can we squeeze in a ram? And we can squash in a ram if I see fit, right. Maintain the siege, please.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Right, what do we know about the garrison of Angiers? It's literally a guy called Gilmore de Leon and some peasants, so yeah. The ladders will do just fine. Fantastic. Right, you keep me moving up to Prince
Approaching
Senedig.
their dignitaries.
Lawrence.
Yes, my
We are
lord.
2 turns away from dealing with the good people of Denmark. And over here, seems like the very, 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 very cheeky little Egyptian general thinks he can just walk around me.
Hail, my king.
He can't, though. Move in and
By
eliminate
your will,
Captain
sire,
Ally,
we
please.
shall engage. Glory, honor, victory!
He may retreat, but he's
As you
gonna
command,
not
my
retreat
liege.
any further. Finish him off, please. Still, that leads me to suspect there is an Egyptian settlement down here. Therefore, it must be taken as a priority. Right, anyway, Rufus, you outnumber Captain Ally by almost 300 men. He has 2 Saracen militia and a new unit, Archer militia. Wait, actually isn't a new unit because we tangle with these guys a lot. Or we don't tangle, actually we just use them a lot. They just look a bit Egyptian now. I think you can bring them down quite nicely. Our peasant archers may not be as good as them, but at the same time, I think they can do their jobs just fine. Either way, bring down this little captain, ransom his men for some cash if you'd see fit, but don't expect anything out of Egypt. They couldn't pay the last one off, and I doubt they'll pay this one off as well.
Muster your courage, men! We march into battle! I carry many great wounds, all honorably earned in battle. Aye, and all earned in honorable service, like a true Englishman. Perhaps today I will gain another scar, if that is God's will. I am certain, however, that I will strive to gain another victory. Our Egyptian foes should pray to their God, as shortly they will be judged before him. We will send them all to heaven or hell soon enough. And remember, stay out of my way when the fighting starts. I will see blood this day. Blood aplenty. I care not who bleeds, so beware, my enemy. I am coming!
Yeah, he's still got the whole blood thing going on, but what else? Right,
Units, await my orders.
let's get ready to fight. So, to start off with the Fanatics being the front line once more, because they can just hold against the enemy and just do what I see fit, and then Sergeants will, basically it's a clone of the battle we saw yesterday. So, Archers, you know what you're doing. No skirmishing, by the way. Just do as I say this time around. And then Knights will cover one flank, and Rufus will cover the other. Right, perfect. Start the battle, please. Right. Let's move up towards that road and use it as our assembling point-ish, sort of. Archers, I want you to target the Saracen militia or the Archer militia. Either way, just set fire to whatever you see fit. Now the Fanatics move up as the front line, and they're going to try and hold on to the road. Either way, make sure you're the front. By the way, guys, you are the front line unit, Fanatics, so yeah. Right, Archers are beginning to open fire. So tell you what, hold your position here. Sergeants, move it back a little bit. Right, General, you get yourselves over here, because right, we got the Archer militia just moving in. So I think they're just trying to commit suicide or something. So right, Archers, focus fire on the militia. And I was going to send Rufus in, but nah. They're just playing a classic game of let's run up slightly close and then retreat into our speary mates. But That only works so many times, or they're just all going to start facing backwards and basically allow themselves to get absolutely wrecked. So, whatever floats your boat, Egypt. Right. Looks like the archer militia are coming out to play. Let's keep the general on the move, because I think they're just looking for an excuse to attack him. Peasant archers here, you focus on the archer militia, and you play with the Saracens, by the way. And yeah, he's just looking to pick on our general, right? General, just keep a shift on. Well, you know what, just move away slightly further. See if we can try and pull them back into the range of our archers. Or then again, you know what, that's too smart for these guys. Just pulverise them. That'll be more interesting for me. Right, anyway, looks like the Saracens are going to make their committed charge. So last volley, lads. Good volley, right. Make your way to the rear line and allow the fanatics to do their job now. Anyway, get yourselves assembled there and then prepare to open fire on more units. Knights, we control this flank quite comfortably now. Rufus, chase down whatever's left of the archer militia. I'll tell you what, get yourselves out of there because, yeah, they're giving you funny looks. Right, archers, focus fire on that Saracen militia at the back. Rufus, just keep moving back. Fanatics, hold the line. I feel like I might be scoring these fanatics, but at the same time I don't really see many other uses for them, so yeah. Archers, we should not be targeting that. I'm seeing my own fanatics catching fire and that's stupid. Target the rear unit, please. Right. Rufus, move in for the kill over here. Billman, move in. Fanatics, get yourselves out of there now. You've done your part. I'm gonna let the Billman and the spears take over. Archers, must I say it again, please do not target that unit. Target only the rear unit. Right, knights, get yourselves moving. Looks like there's going to be a clash here. Right, Rufus, I want you to move in and attack because my guys are too slow to mobilise. Unfortunately, they've dragged themselves into a fight. And again, at the same time, we can get our guys in. Archers, you just don't listen to me, do you?
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Right, fanatics, I want you to come in and take over for the knights who are just trying to pull away now. You lot, bring yourselves over here. We've just got this unit of Saracen militia to pick on now. So tell you what, zealots or fanatics, get yourselves in there. Engage the militia, and I can bring Rufus in to flank them. There we go. I think we managed to get a few kills there by just clubbing the enemy to death with our big old clubs. But right, this is our perfect opportunity now. So Rufus, move in for the rear kill. Then Billman, start making your way in as well. Knights, where are we? Right, Knights, start moving up here. A few of the enemy units are beginning to reform, so we need to get ready to give them another go. Anyway, fanatics are just doing what they should be doing now, just a random pinning and holding unit. Or we basically bring knights in to finish off the enemy.
General flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Alright, man, let's get ready to finish this one off. Right. Fanatics.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Oh, I thought we already killed more than that.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, all cavalry's just going to start moving towards the rear flank now, and fanatics are just going to basically move in for a round 2. Billman, just defend our archers for the minute. Archers, just open fire on whatever you can for the minute. Just get a couple more shots out. These are some devastating balls we're getting out here. Right, Archers, cease fire. Let my guys take over now. Let the fanatics get in and just do the initial hurt, and then Billman can move in around the sides as kind of levy spears. Cavalry, finish it off now. They're trying to get some shots of their own now. Oh wait, sorry, Billman, you're not needed. The fanatics drove them off quite comfortably on their own. Right, give chase just to keep them occupied. I'm going to send some knights to help you out. Either way, I've lost a lot of those fanatics, but they are such good units. Looks like I'm not going to be getting a lot of prisoners today, by the way. Oh, hello, you've got some more incoming. Right, get in there and do your part again. Billman, get in there and lend a hand, please. Or, well, Billman over here, but the Templar Sergeants are always willing to help as well, because they are just awesome, cool units.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
That was a very nice charge in their flank, but let's bring it, yeah. Their morale's just cascading at this point. They're going to go down any second now.
Behold how our cowardly
Finish
foe
him off.
runs. It's time to press the attack.
I need my ransom money, please, so kill everything that you come across, please. That happens to be Egyptian. There we go. Right.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good victory, men. Minimal losses, maximum casualties. Literally wiped him out for good. And took 224 prisoners as well. That is good. And by the way, there's Bernard of Clairvaux. He's quite an influential monk, if you didn't know. Right.
No, not yes.
We're not executing, by the way. Ransom them for 812 florins. Egypt, you let me down again. And that means our relations are worse. But to be honest, oh wait, sorry. Relations worsened with the Holy Roman Empire because I'm picking on their Muslim allies. Oh, sorry, idiots.
Hail,
right.
my king.
You lot,
With honor,
back to
sire.
Cairo.
We shall continue tomorrow, my
Cairo
liege.
could start working on a port, by the way, or something interesting, maybe an inn. Nah, we need to work on that city watch first so we can get access to archer militia and spear militia and all that other cool stuff. That's cost me a lot of money, but it is essential we increase our troop recruitment options in these areas. Alexandria could work on land clearance, which is going to sack our money once more, but the development of Egypt is going to be very critical to my plans now. How are we doing on this turn? We are doing quite well. Let's get a couple of things moving before we end this episode today then, my friends. So, I need another spy really to watch over these areas, but as far as I'm aware, Metz is a pretty weak territory, so I am tempted to bring an army out to have a go at it. So, I'm going to send 2 units of billmen alongside some spears. And let's bring along the peasant archers and Edgar himself. Bring your knights along. And yeah, so I've got 2 billmen, 3 spears, a unit of knights. That might be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be enough to have a go at it. Actually, no, bring the hobilars as well, because the hobilars are useful. Take these units and have a punt at Metz, please.
To battle.
Because it's a good opportunity and we shouldn't be passing it up. Still, not a lot to do this turn actually. I think we're pretty much there for everything, so I guess we could end this turn and observe everything, observe the world once more, for there is nothing really else to do. Everyone has moved and we cannot take Angiers till the next turn, so yeah, let's move on to the next turn and just see if anything of interest happens, I guess. Well, Cairo's getting the blues, but they'll be happy once the lovely conquering champion Rufus returns, at least. Oh yeah, I've got to deal with this loser. Oh wait, I can't be bothered. I think he might come and attack me in Angiers, actually, and do the classic Brutii faux pas of starting a fight early, which always works out so well in my favour. And we find ourselves a suitable prince, by the way, known as Christopher Chapman. I guess this guy wants to be a priest. Well, not a priest, a prince. Okay. Milana has been betrothed, and I don't really say where he's from. Sounds like a really British name anyway. So, right, fine. Join us. He's chivalrous, religious, but doesn't really have a lot of command, so maybe we'll keep him out of fights for now. And a scientific breakthrough, by the way. It has been discovered that an ore from Asia Minor region of magnesia that attracts iron also can make a piece of metal orientate itself to point to the north, as reliably as a devout Muslim would turn to face Mecca. This strange phenomena has become captured in a small device known as a compass that cartographers and navigators have begun embracing in earnest, claiming that it will take much of a guesswork out of the art of exploration and map making. Very interesting. And a new mission, by the way. The Pope tells me to stop bullying France. I'm not even bullying France. Well, alright, I am bullying France. I will take Angers and then I will leave France alone. But that means they have to leave me alone at the same time. They can't just be wandering into my territories and doing what they want. Who's this, by the way? Oh, it's just... Oh, royal wedding. Yay. A lot of celebration for a 16-year-old loser who doesn't know what he's doing, but at least he's manning... Oh my god, if he's manning Rufus's army... Has Rufus died? God damn it, Rufus, you better not be dead. Where are you? Oh, thank fuck he's alive. He's in... No, Christopher Chapman governs Cairo. Phew. Rufus, don't scare me like that. Right, anyway. Christopher, you have earned yourself governorship of Alexandria. Go there and don't bug me. But for now, you get in there and make Cairo happy. Right, you into Alexandria and stay there. No, go in there. Ugh. I feel like you're already going to start irritating me, but fine. By the way, he has royal ties because he married into royalty. His wife is fair, which means he'll have kids, and his wife is useful, which means he gets bonuses on trade and tax, and his wife is admirable, which gives him popularity. Well done. Basically getting everything from your wife. Is this guy being made a... No, he's only family member. I don't think he gets princehood just because of what he married. Where does that put you on a family tree? Well, it puts you here. So yeah, you've made it into generation 3. You skipped out the other ones because you married Melina Chapman. Rufus, is your last name Chapman or something? Did you change it? Ugh. So, I mean, we've got Edmund, who's Edmund's adopted. Then we've got Giles Brown. You didn't have any natural kids, did you? Apart from your 2 daughters. Well, your 1 daughter. Yeah. So I guess Rufus is Chapman. Maybe William was a Chapman as well. William Chapman doesn't really sound as good as William the Conqueror, though, so I guess I made it a badly made secret because now I've just uncovered it. But okay, whatever. Mr. Chapman. Anyway, end of term report. We're doing good. Actually, we're doing very good because we've got a lot of money. And in recruitment, Cairo has a priest and Rams a heavy spearman. So this priest better be good, by the way. Let's have a little look at him. He's called Rant Fitznasal, or Fitzneel, and he comes with free piety because he's an apprentice within the guild, which means he's got 1 piety. He's a bit orthodox and he's blessed, but either way, he's useful to me. So start spreading the word of God. Oh, we're only on 7%, right? I'm going to have you stand here for a little bit and just start spreading the word of God. Relations report, by the way. Apparently Denmark doesn't like us as much, neither does Portugal. I don't know why Denmark doesn't like me. I feel like I'm nice to Denmark, but whatever. Move up and have a chat with the Danes.
Their dignitary, sire.
We'll be
Tomorrow's journey planned out.
By the way, big Scottish navy's rocked up. So I don't know if this guy's going to be going home very soon. If that is the case, though, we must accelerate our plans up north. So you lot, get yourselves up to York, please, and prepare to move out should anything change. Right. I think we're just about at the end of this episode, by the way, my friends. It has been about an hour, but
Hail, my king!
Shall we just finish it off with Angier? I mean, there's only 2 units to kill. Let's get it out of the way.
As you command, my
Let's move in, do it, and then we can say, well done, we took Angier. So, let's do it.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
I didn't mean to maintain the siege, by the way. I meant to continue the siege. Assault, please. So we are 9 to 5 in the strength ratio. This guy is weak. It's a no-brainer. We should take this
Honor
city.
and glory await England, men.
The Pope may be a bit annoyed, but this will be my last French territory for a while. I promise. I'll be a bit more restrained now, because I want to invade the Holy Roman Empire.
Brave soldiers, it may be time to die. It is time to fight, but it is definitely time for victory!
No doubt about the outcome this time. It should be a straight victory, but let's make sure this goes properly. So, let's see. This is the lovely castle of Angier. I think we're just going to not bother with Iran right now, because there's no archers to worry about, so it really should just be as simple as just getting our guys up to the wall. So we're going to pick on walls where the towers are not too present, but there'll always be towers to worry about, so yeah. Either way, re-recruiting billmen should be something that's we're probably going to be quite capable of in this area. Longbowmen, don't bother with those. To be honest, I might not even need to bother my archers at all, because really it's going to be a case of getting my knights and getting Davy through the walls literally as soon as we have the opportunity. So let's just get on with it. End of, really. Right, up the walls, lads. Get up there, capture towers, capture the gates, get my knights in that city so we can take the plaza and bring down the enemy once and for all. Enemy towers are going to fight back, so let's just, you know, not take too long. We will have some peasants to contend with as well, but to be honest, they're peasants. They may have padded armour on, so I think they're special, but they're still armed with absolute crap, so, and they are absolute crap as well, so yeah. The enemy's going to pay the price. Oh, by the way, Ghost Ladder, they're carrying it, but they're not really. Ain't that magic? And this guy's desperately trying to get his claim to fame now. He wants to be a guy carrying a ladder. Either way, I can't rush them, unfortunately. At least I don't think they can. Can we rush carrying these ladders? I guess we can slightly rush it. Right, guys, carry it faster. You don't really have to worry about your stamina, so, you know, just go in as fast as you can, and then, you know, less of you are going to be getting stabbed up by the walls. Just get up there, do your duty for England now, please. Because, come on. Do we know what we're doing? Yeah, there we go. Levitate the ladders up there using your magical mage stuff, please. Or your magic. It's almost as realistic as the ones in Mountain Blade, isn't it? Where they just suddenly float up like they're being pulled up by God's two fingers and thumbs.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valour and force of our arms.
Good, good, good. Just get in there and take the city, please, now. I don't have time to waste. Alright, all units are making their way up, so to us there isn't really a lot to see until our first few lads get up the walls and start attacking, so let's just speed this one up a little bit. Just see our first few guys emerge. Here we go. Alright, up and over, lads. Just start killing those peasants off. There we go, we're already starting to make good progress against them. Just get up there, make your engagement. There isn't really a lot for you to worry about. I'll just leave you be though, because I know what the AI is like. They're going absolutely batshit crazy. If I issue any sort of order while the unit's climbing something, they will just all wander off and break formation, and that creates noise. And I think these guys are being friendly fired by the walls, by the way, which is always a brilliant advantage for us, so that we'll just allow that to keep happening. Either way, keep it up, Billman. Keep it up. Just keep beating the snot out of these peasants. Right, how are we doing over here? We're nearly up the walls. Nearly got all these lads up, so they'll be able to come in and land a hand against those peasants. And then you lot will be up and at them as well. The enemy knights are just basically gone as far back as they can. I guess the plaza's somewhere up there, so basically we've got 2 layers of walls to fight through. I don't think there's another gate to go through though, so it's not going to be like a mega long siege. It's literally going to be, well, we're going to have to just have a wander up there. There'll be more towers to contend with, which is annoying, but fair enough. It's a well-designed castle at the end of the day. Right. Are you lot all up and accounted for? Nearly. Got about 3 of you left to go, so let's get you up there as quick as you can, please, because I'm noticing that some of you are starting to drop dead. You know what? Just start moving now. I'm going to trust the AI for once. Right, how are we doing up here? Nearly up there, right. Move in and capture the gatehouse, please. We need to get that under our control so I can bring the knights in to finish the job. Shouldn't be too much to this battle, really, so... These lads are having a very good time about it, so these lads are just going to move in. So Billmen are doing everything they need to do, so knights, let's start moving in, please. Oh, you know, just start moving. I know you can't quite get in yet because we don't quite control the gates, but they'll be ours any minute now. Lads, I have given you an order. Can we please follow through on it? Like, seriously, because the knights are coming now. We're not going to wait around. Oh, my God. Guys, come on.
Forward! Wait your command.
Oh, for fuck's sake, guys. Come on.
Advance!
Should be nudging you like this, right? I think it's because there's some losers stuck on the wall, right? Up here now. Don't see why I have to be baby stepping you through every little thing on these walls, but fine, right. Knights, prepare to move in. How are we doing over here? Are these peasants down yet or what? Yeah, the peasants are about to go down. Good, 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 right. Finish them all off, lads. Come on. Just make a concentrated effort to finish off all peasants. Should have these towers under my control at this point, but yeah.
Today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Right. Billman, make your way down here. We control this gatehouse now. It belongs to me, even if the towers still remain French. We're going to push our knights into the city centre now, make our way up and finish the job.
Battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Either I'm going to let the knights just rush the enemy general. It should really be a no-brainer. These units combined should be more than enough to bring down a general. I will have the Billmen basically slowly make their way up to finish the job as well. So Billmen, start making your way up. But for now, gates have opened up to my knights, so in we come. Let's just make ourselves at home. Welcome to the new castle of Angiers. It belongs to us. I don't care what the Pope says. We're taking this castle and we can use it against the French, or at least use it as an additional base of operations, because, you know, we could always use an extra castle to help out against the enemies of England. And yes, you do enjoy slaughtering peasants. I know it's in the blood of any sort of knight because, well, peasants are there to be picked on. But if we could please not get distracted by them, for we do have an objective to complete. That objective is bringing down the enemy general who holds onto this castle. At least we're discovering more about this area, but yeah. So like these towers will start firing upon us given the opportunity. So we need to make sure we're moving up there and getting ready to attack. And cripey cripes, do we actually have to bring down this gate? Ooh, right. A new level of strategy occurs then. I guess I'll bring the ram in.
The battle is very much in our favour. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Is it possible to bring a ram in just to do this? Like, I don't know. Or do we need to get the ladders brought into the city? This is a conundrum. Right, knights, pull back a little bit, please. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. We need to work out what the hell we're up to next because, yeah, we need to get through that. We need to get through the gates. How? Ugh. I guess if we open the gate, we can push the ram through. But that's me thinking with logic there. We're playing with this game. Like, can we actually get up here? Yes, we can. Right. Bring the ram in, please. This may take a while, my friends, so I am actually going to make a footage cut here, and I'll see you when that gate's down. See you in a few. So, we're now battering away at these gates. The enemy knights are getting ready to deal with me, so I'm going to have my knights get ready as well, and have the Billmen start marching up the street as well. Either way, it looks like we're not going to sally forth just yet, and we are just basically really crunching these together. I mean, they sound like they're in pain with what we're doing here. I mean, also sounds like someone's just crashing their generic car at the same time, but we'll discuss sound effects later.
The gates have fallen.
Yeah, and the gates for some reason automatically recede when you put a hole in them. Oh well, I'm not complaining, because the gates are open, it means I can move in. Knights, get in there and finish the job. Archers, take control of the walls, because I'm telling you to do so, and also drop that stupid ram, we don't need it anymore. Either way, get up there when the knights are through. First things first, get the knights through, and focus on killing whatever his name was, Giles or something. Either way, if he goes down, I'll be happy. Archers, take control of the walls. I know the enemy peasants that have survived have made their way up there to hide as well, or they're somewhere. They're over here actually, but they barely factor into this. But yeah, guess next time I'll have to remember that these siege battles can also be multi-level, multi-story ordeals, but at the same time they can be a hell of a lot of fun. when there's more units to deal with and it's not just a pathetic empty garrison, but oh well. Next time we will be ready, because
the enemy are
this'll be
badly
fun.
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
The enemy may be badly bloodied, but I also noticed that the general's doing fine, but the mailed knights, come on lads. I know there's more of you there, so let's get all of you in the fight, please. Come on. So Billman will be arriving soon at this rate. Right. Either way, just a knight-on-knight fight now. Except the general's bodyguard is putting up quite a fight, which, alright, is acceptable. He is the general's bodyguard, but we should be able to beat him up at the end of the day.
And steadfast, victory. Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
I would have preferred him being captured, but I don't really have a say in that, do I? Oh well. So I would have captured and released him to look good.
My lord, our men are in command of the castle.
I will release any prisoners I catch today, by the way, just as, you know, no hard feelings for the French. Anyway, let's take this castle once and for all and call it a day. There we go. Alright. Davy, finish off the last few peasants, please. They're just hiding. May as well bring them down while we have a minute and a half left. Oh, well, 2 minutes. I mean, we've got more than a minute and a half, but now we have a minute and a half.
The enemy army flees.
Finish them.
Pursue and run them down.
There we go. Look at them all go down. Still, Angers is now mine. I'm happy with that. It is a good outcome.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
That's what we have. Virtue, valor, and the ability to not listen to the Pope all the time. Either way, I'm happy with where I am. And now, the French will have lost a little more territory and I hold a little bit more. It's a vital territory at the end of the day that I needed to hold. At least I will say it's a vital territory. And yeah, good tidings. The enemy army routs.
Honourable, glorious victory. God be praised.
Occupy the
He
castle,
has granted us
please.
victory.
Trait increased by the way. David Curthos is becoming more and more chivalrous. That is really, really nice. And now we control Angers, and we can even build a catapult maker. That's pretty fun. And an archery range to enable yeoman archers. So we've already got access to pretty good things. We can build the baron stables to build feudal knights and more mailed knights. And the barracks to enable the training of armoured swordsmen. Wow, this... I'm glad I took this castle. There is some good shit here. We can't retrain a billman, however, which is a bit of a shame. But I can basically just get... Yeah, I can get rid of these ones, right? Still, good recruitment options here. We can recruit... Well, we can't recruit more billmen, but we can start recruiting some additional dismounted feudal knights. So we're definitely going to take advantage of that. And I think we need to build more things. Like we have access to jousting lists to increase the experience of our knights, catapult makers, the armourer to increase our armour. But yeah, I was saying having access to better artillery would actually be such a boost to us. But at the same time, I think the money may be better off being shared around our kingdom. So that might just be what I do. But we will deal with that later, my friends. For now, I'm going to call that an episode. So I hope you've enjoyed. And next time, we're going to make a move on Metz and start planning our move in South Egypt or other things and try and get an alliance with the Danish and maybe finish with Scots. But for now, that's where we call it. So, have a lovely evening, my friends, and I'll see you on the next episode. Goodbye.